What? Oh. Trying to do an intro here. Come on, Bass. Play the game. Well, good afternoon from Lake Kurwongbah. It's my birthday. So I had to come fishing. Despite the fairly appalling forecast, it's actually been a really, really good morning. So I've had a bit of everything this morning. I've had sunshine, I've had wind, and I've had rain. And I'm currently sheltering in Boat Ramp Bay, just trying to do an intro because the wind really got up a minute ago, and yeah, it was making things very, very difficult. But I've had a ripper of a session. After months and months of catching teeny tiny bass all around the lake, the fish finally have kind of gone into winter mode, and there's some big schools around and there's some big fish amongst them. So yeah, I'm going to spin the video, see how I got on, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Yeah, there's a fish. There are fish here. Well, that didn't take long, did it? That didn't take long at all. I did wonder if this point might be worth a shot. It's my opening gambit, and as luck would have it, I'll pick one up. Yeah, they're in much deeper water. This is like 9 meters here. Oh yeah, plenty of fish zipping around. That's not a bad start to the day. Actually, that's a very respectable start to the day. Nice! Well, happy birthday to me. 5 minutes of fishing. That's my first bass, 42 centimetres. Not a bad way to start the day. And based on what I'm seeing on the sounder out there, there's plenty more fish. Yeah, not a bad start to the session. I feel like if I can tuck myself just on the lee side of this point, I can actually cast around and try and locate where this school is. It's going to be tricky because I'm going to be casting across the wind. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I think that's going to be my spot. I think that is going to be my spot. Problem I've got is I'm in Manchester mode, so I want every fish to be a kind of 40 to 50 centimetre monster. I don't think this is going to be a particularly big fish. Oh, he's pulling back now. He's pulling back now. Where are we going, buddy? Come around this way. Yeah, there's a little one. Little ones are going straight back today. Big fish only today, that's what we're looking for. Perfect. So I'm just on the edge of a weed bed here. So my feeling is if I chuck the old anchor out, that should get locked up in some weed, which means even if the wind does blow, I shouldn't drift too far. Clip that on there, and what I can do is move this one over this side, because I've got a suspicion where I'm going to want to be is a little bit further forward, so the nose swings round, and we'll get another cast in. Yeah, there you go. Need to have a couple of goes at that, did ya? That's right on the edge of the weed this time. He's going to be another tiny fish, isn't it? Oh yes! Tiny bass. He's going straight back. Spirited effort though, well done. Another tiny bass. You're going straight back, buddy. Thank you for that. Okay. I think really where I want to be casting more is more that direction. Just in the interest of fairness as well, I'm going to try a couple of different lures. I'm going to give the tail spinner another go. I know Peter swears by it, but I've really struggled to get a bite at Kurwongbah with it. I've picked up a couple of tiny fish, and certainly last winter off Caravan Point it did really well there, but it's just not a lure that I've had a great deal of success with. There are just a lot of fish here. I think there's a lot of tiny fish though. Oh no, this guy's pulling back a bit. I'll have to come off yeah, that's on the clip. Gotta love a bit of winter bassing. Alright buddy, I know you're making a dive for the cover. The way this thing is zipping around, it's going to be another small one, isn't it? Oh yeah, you sir are tiny. See you later, buddy. Okay, there's plenty of fish around. I'm giving the tail spinner a go. I mean, of course, it might also be that I'm just not fishing it correctly. Seem to get the bite as it flutters down. Definitely had a bit of a tap then. Okay, that's down on the deck. Yeah, oh, okay. Yep, they will take the tail spinner. Nice. I am still very much an amateur with this rod and reel setup. It's good fun to use. I'm finding it a lot easier with a heavier lure just to get the casting right. And playing a fish is very strange, but very short rod handle. It feels like it could be a semi-decent one, you know. Man, I love fishing. It doesn't matter what's been going on during the week, what's going on with life. If you can get out on the water, it's just too good. Where are we going, buddy? So we employ a second hand there. Feels like it could be a decent fish, you know. That's me being all judgy about the tail spinner. Oh yeah, that's a really nice fish. Well, there's me being all judgy about the tail spinner, saying that I've never really managed to catch a decent bass at Kurwongbah on it. What's that, second cast? That's a cracking bass. 46cm bass on a TT tail spinner. Far out, I am proved wrong. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be having a bit more of a cast around with that one. Nice! Well, tail spinner, you have earned another couple of casts, definitely. Okay. The tail spinner had its 2 casts. There's so many fish here and I didn't get a bite, so I'm back to the gangbanger. This poor lure is in not particularly great shape. It's been chewed up so much. Yeah, it's looking a little worse for wear, but it's still working. amazing how much a 10-15 metre paddle makes, because it's so much calmer around this corner. I'm not going to stay here for ages. If these guys have switched off, it's a choice. I'm either going to head to Toga Point or Joe's Point, one of the two. I'm not going to lie, I don't like the look of this. The hills over there have disappeared. We've got a rainbow in the sky. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, it's taken a while to get that bite. The idea of putting the marker out and casting towards it has definitely paid off. So I have to keep telling myself in my brain, the sound is showing you a picture of what you've gone over. So, hello. You kind of want to be casting where you've seen the fish, not. So sometimes sounding them up, backing off 15-20 metres. Oh, okay, this feels like it could be pretty good, you know. Cool, yeah, it does feel like it could be pretty good. It was worth persevering. Or is he just hooked kind of weirdly? He's hooked weirdly. The way this guy was pulling back, I thought he was going to be much, much bigger. 36, not bad. This is coming up off the deck. Man, you gotta love a bite like that. Oh, has he come up? Wow, I don't know how he came. Oh, I do know how he came off the hooks and tackles. That's an awesome bite. The hills have completely disappeared now. Oh god. There you go. It's interesting, it goes from 5 metres where I'm sat. This fish is going to drag me out there. Kind of 8 or so metres out here. They seem to be sat in that depression. I'm having another go with the tail spinner after this one. Ooh. I don't want that wind to play this. It's right towards me. Alright, buddy. You can see him scooting up and down on the sounder. Yeah, that's the right one. That's pretty good. You sir will do. You sir will do. Yeah, nice. Nice 37. I found a little drop off, so where I'm sat is about 5 metres. Past the marker, there's like a gully. It drops right down to about 8. And they seem, as far as I can tell, to all be sat in that spot. Yeah, you're still on, aren't you? Well, I was trying to have some breakfast and collect my markers. But I did drift over some fish when I got back to my anchor, and I thought, go on, I'll have a cast. And what do you know? I picked up another one. I don't think he's going to be particularly big. I think this is going to be a straight back job. Oh yeah, you're going straight back, buddy. That's a fun start to the day. But these guys have shut down, so I'm going to head over to Joe's Point. Got a suspicion it's going to be a bit breezy over there. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that as an opening result. I arrived here late, had to take the kids to school this morning. Oh, I know, right? So I didn't really get on the water till gone 9 o'clock. So to literally just paddle around this corner, find a bunch of fish and catch a few. Happy days. Oh yeah, come out round this corner and suddenly the wind. It's just how it's going to be. Well, I don't know if this is going to be the one. Casting directly into this wind is going to suck. I don't think this is going to be the one today, is it? Slightly feel like I'm paddling in the sea. I'm literally just riding waves forward. I'll tell you what, if there's been a theme for the first 6 months of this year, it's been this. Just so windy. I mean, I know Kurwongbah's always had the wind. Seriously. It's interesting there are some fish showing here. That's really deep. The sounder is to be believed. There is a lot of fish here. I'm going to be able to do it. The only way I'm going to be able to do it is casting downwind. Yeah, there's a fish. I thought there were some fish here. It's just very, very difficult to fish for them. I'm in 10 to 12 metres of water. I've got the wind on my back. It is far from ideal, but I definitely saw some fish and I've managed to pick one up. He's going to be another small one though, isn't he? Oh no, not too bad. There's plenty of fish here. They're pretty well. If that one's anything to go by, they're pretty small. But the main problem, as ever, is the bloody wind. It's probably worth persevering though, because there are a lot of fish here. Yeah, thunk. Yeah, thunk thunk. Yeah, there we go. Let's go for a ski. Again, this is really interesting. I've not caught fish from Boat Ramp Bay for such a long time. Again, it doesn't feel... It's so hard to tell if it's a decent sized fish. Oh, hello, he's running now. Actually, this does feel like it could be a bit better. Ooh, alright, buddy. Alright. This is crazy. I've never caught fish from this point. I've caught them into the bay. I've caught them next to the boat ramp. But yeah, look at that. There's plenty of movement here. Even in this wind, this one feels pretty good. Yeah, it was worth persevering. Oh, he's swallowed that though. In you come, buddy. In you come. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that is a nice fish. This wind is a nightmare, but the rewards are there. He's 43. It's just really hard staying in one place. But yeah, that's not a bad fish. Pretty pleased with that. Right, that's where I want to be. I want to be in line with the shipping container. I mean, one thing's for sure, with the wind on your back, you can get a really decent cast in, I suppose. Yeah, go on, yeah. Okay, it's interesting. So there's fish back there and there's fish over here as well. It's deep though, it's 9-10 metres of water. Alright, let's not play this game again. Yeah, but interestingly, they're in this kind of slightly shallower section. do. You'll do. Nice. The rewards are here, but it's hard work. It's only a little one. But yeah, it's interesting. There's fish at the top end in the much deeper water, which is kind of 10 to 12. And then it appears there's fish out here in about 7 meters. If the wind dies off, it's completely doable. Come on the 40s. 40s is what we want. Yep, there you go. Ooh, okay. Alright, that feels a bit better. Do you know what? I'm just going to sling that back there. Just give me a visual clue of where to paddle back to. Because once you get a fish and it's coupled with this wind, you're kind of skiing down the lake. Slacken up a bit. I can't tell if this is a decent fish or he's potentially hooked a bit strangely. But yeah, okay. Yeah, there are plenty of fish here. And they are definitely in a more biting mood than the previous spot. Oh yeah, oh, we're coming in backwards. Oh yeah, there we go. Ripping bite? I thought he was going to be a lot bigger. That was a ripping bite. I thought he was going to be a much bigger fish, to be fair. But again, he's got wind, depth and undertow, all of which add up, I guess. I think that's straight onto a fish. Yeah, that is straight onto a fish. I think. No, maybe not. No, that is onto a fish. Can't tell what the hell's going on here. Ooh. That feels heavy. I can't work out if this is... No, it is... Whoa, okay, it is pulling back. Can't tell quite what's going on here. No, there is definitely a fish there. I thought it might have been tethered or something to it, something on the bottom. No, there is definitely a fish. And he feels pretty good. Kind of wish I was on the other side of him, because blowing into the wind when you're trying to net fish under the kayak, like what's just happened there. Oh god, I'm making a right old mess of this. Oh, he's a bass. He's a bass. Oh, he's just hooked weirdly, but he's pretty good. Yep, you'll do. They're one a cast at the moment. All similar sized fish. He's a shade under 40. Okay, rinse and repeat. That one took it, I think, pretty much as it hit the deck. Okay, that's down. That's definitely deeper water. Oh, go on. They are just on it instantly. Even if I'm not actually getting bites, I feel like I'm actually hitting fish, if that makes sense. Yeah, go on, go on. Yeah, there you go. Whew, yeah. Look, they may not be massive fish, but this is a lot of fun. And they are definitely a slightly better stamp than I have been catching in recent months at Kurwongbah. But you have to ask yourself, which direction am I going in now? Like, oh god. I'm just on the wrong... I'm on the wrong side of the fish. Right, that's better. Yeah, you'll do, and you can. Come on. Very strangely hooked, but yes, gotcha. That's a bit more like it. That's a bit more like it. God, these fish are in such raggedy condition. He's 44. Look at the state of that dorsal fin, and they've got all of these sores on them, and way. Yeah, they are not in good nick. Now, I don't know if that's water quality, I don't know if it's fishing pressure, but yeah, after catching bass at Manchester, who are just unbelievably healthy, I feel like the Kurwongbah fish could do with a little bit of TLC. I think this is going to be a straggler small one, isn't it? Possibly. Well, I don't know. No, there's a bit of weight there. That's not what I'm going. Completely the wrong direction. I want to be this side of the fish, please. Yeah, after this one, I'm going to chuck the chatterbait out. Give it a go. Ooh, hello. All right, all right. You've woken up. There's a crazy amount of fish here. It's great. I am having a lot of fun. Come on in you come. Yeah, you can go straight back, I think. Just a little one. You can go straight back. See ya. Come on in, tail spinner. Let's see if you got the goods. You're in a target-rich environment. Okay, that is on the deck. I'm going to do one with the tail spinner, one with the gangbanger. I mean, admittedly, I'm getting a much longer cast in with the gangbanger, so it's kind of means I'm out the way of where the fish are. Oh, come on. Come on, really? I think this is going to be another small one, isn't it? Come around this side. Yeah, this is going to be a titchy-witchy one. Titchy. Still trying hard. Yep. Alright, buddy. You can go straight back. See ya. Yeah, I want to be fishing here, and I've drifted so far that I'm not fishing where where the fish are. Yeah, see, that's where I'm picking up fish, which is where I'm casting to. Yeah, I need to be back on that mark. So pretty, as far as I can tell, they're pretty tightly schooled up in about 8-9 meters of water. This feels like it could be pretty good. Kayak, seriously, I do not want to be that way. Oh yeah, okay. Look how far I've gone. It's just crazy. But look at the sounder. Yeah, there is just so many fish here. Slightly blowing my mind. Oh, yeah, you're under the kayak. Yeah, you'll do. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice fish. There you go. That's a bit more like it. He's a 44. It's probably one of the better conditioned fish that I've caught today. But yeah, not bad. Pretty good tummy on him. I feel like these guys have got some feeding up to do, to be honest. If I can control the drift, I can get a bite, and these guys are a lot of fun. I'm going to keep persevering. Another couple of casts with the old tail spinner. If I don't get anything with that in between the gangbanger, I'm going to try the chatterbait. Just want to see if these guys will take a different lure, because at the moment, apart from that one fish at the first bay, it's kind of a gangbanger or nothing right now. So yeah, I cannot buy a bite on this thing. Well, that was one on the tail spinner. That should be on the deck now. Check that clutch. Oh, there's a hit. Yeah, and that's a fish. Look, the undisputed champion of the world is the gangbanger. I will give the chatterbait a go. That's coming out next. Doesn't matter what I do, kayak, you are just determined to put me on the wrong side of these bloody fish, aren't you? Just makes it a nightmare because they dive underneath the kayak, and that is not at all good. That's what's going to lead to a snapped rod if I'm not careful. Right, that's better. If I can get you on this side. Come on him. Come on him. Nice. Look, I persevered with the tail spinner. Every time I put the gangbanger out, I get a fish. So, I've retired the tail spinner. I'm going to try the chatterbait. See if I can get a fish on that. Alright, here we go. God knows what's going on with this wind. Now, I must admit, I don't know how to fish a chatterbait. So, I'm going to fish it the same as the gangbanger. I'm going to let it get down to the deck, wind, and let it sink again. Okay, not so much as a nibble on that cast. It is heavy, it does sink pretty bloody quick. I mean, look, with this amount of fish here, there's so much activity, it's crazy. Just nothing, not a knock, a tap. And now we're going to go out with the gangbanger. I put a different lure out now and shut them down, haven't I? Oh no, is that a snag? Oh no. Oh, phew. So seldom get snagged in Kurwongbah, it's crazy. Right, potential snag disaster avoided. Yeah, there's a fish. Yeah, seriously, it's just a gangbanger. Every time. And this, the one I've got out at the moment, it's so beaten up. Hardly got any paint on it. I think I've replaced all the hooks on it about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, side onto the kayak, side onto the bite. Yet again, wind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's just not what I want at all. Yeah, because they're just going to go right under the kayak. Ooh! just enough now. Right, that's better. It's just a recipe for a snapped rod tip, which I don't really want to do today. Alright buddy, guys, only a small one. See you, mister. Yeah, I think it's safe to say I need to put some new braid on this reel. I know I'm getting very long casts because the wind's behind me, but beginning to get down to the backing. Yeah, okay. I'm catching up with the lure so damn quickly that I've got a fish and I can't even feel it. It's literally, I'm watching the line, or the braid, sorry, on the water, looking at it kind of tightening or slackening off, and then I'm winding down into a fish to catch it up. And yet again, kayak, what are we doing? We don't want to be this way round, because yeah, that's exactly what happens. The fish goes underneath the kayak. Far out, man. Right, that's better. Oi, oi, oi. Feels like a good one. He's certainly towing me around the place. Yep, you're a goodie. Come on, buddy. I know, this is really tricky. Come on. Come on. God, wow, I made a mess of that one, but that's a nice fish, and that's a heavy fish. As you saw playing that fish in, it's a bit of a constant battle with the wind to not, well, it's blown me this way again, to get this side on, because the fish just make a dive under the kayak, and yeah, it's a recipe for a snapped rod. He's not a bad one, pretty good fish. What are we on? Yeah, 43, which is very nice. Again, look at that dorsal, he's got a big old lump on his head. These bass in Kurwongbah are not looking as good as they should do, hey? Well, that was a result. I don't think I've ever seen that many fish at this spot before. It's really interesting because Boat Ramp Bay used to be like one of my hot spots, especially during the summer. There were always fish in and around the weed edges, and there were always fish at the old boat ramp. But I've not caught anything here for a long time. And anything that I have caught has been really small, so to come around that corner and just see that massive school of fish on the sounder, and then just bang, 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 it was bite after bite. But yes, as you can probably see, the wind has really got up. I'm moving at a rapid rate of knots down the lake, and yeah, the fish appear to have scarpered, probably due to angling pressure from myself, possibly because of this wind as well. But yeah, this spot is becoming a little bit harder to fish than I'd like, and my concern is that Toga Point is going to be pretty much the same because the wind is just coming straight across the lake. Promised myself I'm not going to the top end because I'm not paddling back into this really strong wind on my birthday. It's just not going to happen. So I think what I might do is paddle across the Toga Point, see if there's any schools over there, make my way back to the point that I started at, because my suspicion is there's still going to be fish there. And yeah, there's no one else on the lake, so no one else is giving them pressure. Maybe I can get them to bite again. Who knows? Yeah, so let's go for a paddle. I think I'm going to get a bit wet in a minute. Right. I think I'm going to put the cameras away for a bit and try and find somewhere a bit more sheltered, because that is definitely heading my way. Okay. That was fun. I am very soggy, but I'm back where I started. There's definitely fish down there, definitely getting knocks and taps, but they are just not interested in munching. Now, I don't know if that's because changing in air pressure, don't know, changing light conditions, maybe they're just not hungry. There's all sorts of reasons, but when you can actually feel the lure kind of bumping fish and they're not taking it, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's the fish. Okay, so right on that corner, casting towards the big house. That's clearly where they want to be. Oh, hello. Just got his head wiggle on. Did wonder if it is going to be a case of getting an angle on these guys. Nice. I was slightly worried I wasn't going to get another one for the session, so it's a bit of a result. He's not massive, but it'll do. Come on him. Took a while to get another bite. Finally convinced this guy to have a go. Another one, another fish with an absolutely mangled dorsal fin. Only a little fella, but hopefully if I've convinced one of them to bite, maybe some of their big brothers and sisters will have a go. Okay, now I've got a couple of them to bite. Let's give the tail spinner just one more try, shall we? Oh yeah, there you go. That was a bit of a classic tail spinner bite as well. That was on the flutter back down again. Nice. Where are we going, buddy? We're going in circles. You're trying to head for that weed bed, aren't you? Look, he's not big, but he's a fish on a different lure. There you go. Look, he's far from huge, but he's proof that you can catch fish at Kurwongbah on a lure that isn't the gangbanger. Alright, same drill as before. Luckily, that wind has died down, which is good. So we're going out towards the big house, I think, off this marker. Ugh, I feel damp. There we go, on the deck. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Yeah, and another one. They're just really not switched on. Yeah, oh, and that's right on the edge of the weed, which feels slightly like cheating. Wasn't entirely sure I was going to get a bite on that cast. There's that many fish, but they're just really snap, 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 snap. They're not really kind of hitting it with any gusto. This one's banging its head though. Let him do his thing. Yeah, I'm guessing it's that group of fish I'm just seeing there. There we go. You're going to go in circles for a minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, you'll do. You'll do. And on the back hooks. Very nice, very nice. Well, that feels as good a fish as any to wrap this one up on. Here's another 40. Pretty good day, despite the weather, despite getting sunburnt in the morning, windburnt in the mid-morning, and then absolutely drenched in the early afternoon. It's been a really good session. I've really enjoyed myself. So yeah, cracking down the water, really enjoyed myself. As a birthday treat, I'm going to stop at Tackle World at Launton on the way home and treat myself to a new rod and reel. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.